next.
Merci
I'll
beaucoup.
leave that
Florian.
in your
Yeah, parfait, merci. Hello, everybody. If you're sitting out there, come join us on the main stage. We're going to have two amazing sessions now, one after the other. So please feel free to join us. Do we have the feed? Is okay? So this is a very interesting story. I don't know if you saw the movie or read the book, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind. It's on Netflix. You can watch tonight. William Kamkwamba, he's from Malawi, and when he was 13 years old, he saved the village from famine by using trash and pieces of his dad's bike to build a windmill and make possible for the water to flow and save off the plantation. So this is what innovation is about. Innovation is about creating things that can actually change people's lives. It can make the world a better place. So it's my pleasure to bring virtually on stage William Kamkwamba. Welcome, William.
Thank you. Thank you. It's such a great honor to participate.
William, it's a great pleasure for me to interview you because we always have the chance to interview our idols. And our idols can be the Musks, the Bransons, but you are a big idol for me because the things you did when you were 13 years old and the things you're doing for the last 10 years for Malawi and for the whole Africa, they are just remarkable. And the world needs more Williams. So can you tell us a little bit about your story, how everything happened since that moment and you realized you could do something, you can make change by being an innovator?
Thank you. So since the first windmill, I have been doing a lot of work with the windmills project. So the image that you are seeing on the screen, sometimes people think that it's me there climbing up this tower, but that's not me. That's this young guy north of my town. It's almost 4 hours drive. I went to his school to speak. I didn't show any diagrams or picture. I just talked about my windmill. But a year later, when I went there, I found this young man had built his own windmill to generate electricity for his home. So when I looked at that, and I told myself that talent is like universal, but the opportunities they are not. So sometimes there's talented young people, all that they want to do something to solve the problems that they are facing in their own community. So the way that with the movie project right now, we want to build up a space where the space that could allow those young who are talented to design and build a product that will address the problems that they are facing in their own community.
William, when you solved that problem and you were just 13 years old, were you thinking on making this big impact that you're making in the world right now, especially in helping those regions in Malawi and in Africa to get solar energy and things like that? Did you have that in mind, or you're just trying to fix the problem? What was thinking?
My thinking at that time was just like thinking of solving the problem that we are facing. And I had no idea that one day what I was doing would take me to have this chance to be speaking with you right now. I didn't have that, but I just looked at the challenge that we are facing and seeing what can I do in order to address this problem. So that has given me the encouragement right now where I'm continuing working on trying to find the ways how can I be able to promote more people and also solving the problem, helping people to solve their own problems in their own community. So that's the work that we are doing. So it's sometimes it's very sad to me. I live in Malawi, where the population, majority of the population are farmers, but each and every year we still struggle to feed our population. One, because the farming technique is not very efficient and it's also not very exciting to young people. We are still using the old tools that have been used generation ago. We want to be able to change that so that we can, with simple technology, we can invent instead of using what you are seeing on the screen. The tool that people are still using, the whole that takes a lot of time, and it's also it can cause like the back pain. But we want to change into like the left tools that were simple replicated tools that can change the way people are doing like farming here in Malawi.
And what was the idea behind moving windmills? You've been for 10 years helping now to build schools. Is that the main driver for moving windmills? Is about helping to foster education and create new leaderships in Africa?
That's the part of it of the moving windmills project. Part of it is to help in terms of like education, but we are more focusing on helping people to help them to design solution to their own like problems. We believe that a lot of people they have like an idea how they can solve their own problems, but sometimes they don't have tools, they don't have the resources that they can allow them to be able to achieve that. So we are doing that through education. It's part of it, but also education, especially now when we are designing the innovation center that we want to build. We want to make sure that we will have a space that has all the tools that people need to be able to design and build tools that will directly address their challenges across the country. So education is part of it, but the education that also respond directly to the challenges that people are facing.
That's very interesting. And I was talking to some friends about this moment and the conversation we have, and telling more people about your story. And our good friend Jonathan Goldblum, is Jonathan here? He said he's going to make a donation right away to moving windmills. He said he's going to do this afternoon. So, William, how people can help you? Like, do you have a donation center? Do you have like how's the organization work, and how more people can engage and help to fund the moving windmills to pursue your goal in Africa?
Thank you. We have the website, and we are registered non-profit. We are 501c like non-profit. We are registered, so we have a donate button on our website movingwindmills.org, and the people can reach us. Can learn more about our work, and it can also connect. We want us part of like his donation. We also want to be able to connect with other organizations, either they are doing similar work that we are doing, that we can learn from, but also people that will be interested into helping, making sure that we fund the innovation center, and the innovation center can be built so that we can be able to promote more and more young people who will be able to take on the challenges that they are facing in their own communities, and we can share idea across the globe at the innovation center. So people can donate through our website movingwindmills.org. That's where people can be able to, and they can follow us. They can learn more about our work. They can ask at any time. We'll be able to get in touch.
That's great. So everybody watching us here and watching us online, you gotta go to the Moving Windmills website and you can check how you make a donation. It's very important for the Moving Windmills mission. William, the next speaker today is someone who knows you, is Anushe Ansari. She's the CEO of X Prize Foundation, and I just spoke with her in the green room, and she was super happy to know that you will be speaking with us here today. Do you get support from folks like Elon Musk, because Elon has a big commitment on the solar energy? Have you got the chance to speak with him and get support for the foundation?
I haven't had a chance yet to speak to him, but that can be great if I can have like an opportunity to speak to him and be trying to get his support to the work that we are doing with the moving windmills. That would be like great. And if anybody on the audience knows how who can put me in touch, that would be greatly appreciated, and I'll look forward to that time.
So let's maybe we can create a challenge here for Campuseros all around the world. Maybe you can tweet to Elon Musk, and maybe we can meet here next year. William, you are like right away invited to come in person to Montreal in 2022. And as I mentioned to Olivia before, we want to bring your team from Moving Windmills to join us at Campus Party in Canada in 2022. And maybe if we can get to Mr. Elon Musk with the Twitter, and maybe the two of you can meet on stage to discuss how we can improve schools and education in Africa by providing solar energy for the poor communities. Would that be a good idea?
That would be a fantastic idea. That would be like great, and I'm looking forward to come next year to the to be in person, and also like bring with me some of our team to come as well. So I'll be looking forward for that time.
Yeah, so we want to set up the dates, and then we will be super happy in having you here with the team of Moving Windmills. And Campuseros from all over the world that are watching us now live. It's your chance. Create a nice tweet and let's get Elon to meet us here together with William next year. What a great challenge, right? What is next for Moving Windmills, William? What are the plans? What are your next steps for the foundation?
So the plan for the foundation, it's mostly we are focusing on building the innovation center. That's what we are focusing on doing. We want to make sure that the innovation center is built. So we have laid like foundation here in Malawi, starting different projects that will directly respond to the innovation center once it's open and running.
That's great. That's great. And can you tell us a little bit about over 10 years, how many communities have you helped in I think it's not only Malawi. You are doing a job all over Africa, right?
Like mostly like the work is done like here in Malawi, but I go around talking with other people from all over the world and talking to them, sharing the idea and interacting with them with what we are doing. That's how like other people are learning it, because sometimes people will email me or email us trying to figure out what we are doing with the Moving Windmills project here. But the goal here in Malawi, the work that we have been doing in the past, we have been doing work in water and sanitation and trying to be able to help out with a lot of people. And we are also now we are doing more work in terms of in the farming as well.
And how is the situation right now all over the country? Because when you were 13 years old, there was a lot less options, a lot less technologies. Are technologies more accessible now for farmers in the region? How do you see that, and how we could? What else needs to be improved to help them in the farming system in Malawi?
We are right now the people are able like, to access some sort of like technology, but we are still behind here in Malawi because most of the work is done manually. And if you're gonna be able like to plant, just imagine soybeans, it's done one by one by hand, which takes up a lot of like time. So right now we are working on trying to improve on that.
Yeah. So we have some questions from people watching us online and some people watching us here, William. So I'm going to ask one of those questions, and that's a very interesting one. Um, have you ever thought about what is the meaning of being known all over the world as the boy who harnessed the wind? How is that for you?
I think it's it's both ways. I think it's exciting and also at the same time it's very challenging. But most of the time it's very exciting because when I was building the windmill, I didn't thought that I'll be known all over the world. And when I was writing my book, I wanted to share my story with the rest of the world. I was hoping that when people who learn about my story, they might be able like to learn something. Maybe it might solve some of the problems that they are facing on their own like community. Even though my challenge was completely different from somebody else like problems, it might be able like to help. So I wanted to share that, and knowing that a lot of people have been able to learn and read my story, to me it's very exciting.
Yeah, I recommend that if you can, you read the book or watch the movie on Netflix, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, and you're going to get a better sense of this amazing journey that William has been through in his life and helping many, many people in Malawi over the years. So we're going to see if we're going to have more questions from the audience. What else would you like to tell this community, William? Because in the campus party, we are a community of over 800 people, 800,000 people around the world, and we've been traveling with this program for over 88 editions in many different countries. What will be your message to people working in technology and the ones, creating the new technologies and creating the new things, the new tools, the new devices? What will be your message to them? What would you like to say to them for the people that are now creating technology?
One of my message that I would say is I think for them like to continue creating like the technology that a lot of people all over the world they're going to be able like to access and they're going to be able to use that can be able like to solve some of the challenges that people are facing. And I think there are a lot of like challenges, and I think looking at those challenges people are facing and that they are creating, seeing those as like opportunity that they can be able to come up with idea. At the same time, they are solving the problem. At the same time, they are also creating opportunity to other people and making that technology easily accessible to a lot of people.
That's amazing. So we're going to get to the end of our conversation today. What is the message you'd like to leave for our audience here and watching us online right now? What would you like to say more to them?
What I would say, like to them, it's there's a in everything that people try like to do, there will be a lot of like challenges, and I think those challenges they are just waiting for somebody to come up with ideas, and don't give up on the goals that you want to achieve. Doesn't matter. Maybe my challenge might be different from somebody else, but if you put up into your mind into it, you're going to be able like to achieve. You're going to be able to solve a lot of like problems that people are facing. So I think I would just say encourage anybody who is working in any different types of like technology to continue working on it. And also one thing I will encourage people to visit our website to learn more some of the work that we are doing, and sharing the ideas that their work that they are doing. Also, if we can learn from them, that will also be great.
That's amazing. So the website again, Moving Windmills.
Movingwindmills.org.
Okay, movingwindmills.org. That's the website for the foundation that William created, and is helping many people in Malawi and in Africa. So William, thanks again for the generosity and joining us for our first campus party in Canada. So we're going to be again asking Campuseros, let's tweet to Mr. Elon Musk and ask him to meet William. So maybe they can meet here at Campus Party in the future. That's going to be great. I'm sure that Don Tapscott is in the audience. He's going to help on that because he's a great guy. So thank you very much, William. We appreciate you taking your time. And again, make your donation to Moving Windmills. It's a great cause and is helping a lot of people in Africa. And if you have time tonight, go home, watch the movie, The Boy Who Harnessed the Wind, because that's the true story about this amazing human being that is William Kamkwamba. Innovation is about things that can change lives. Innovation is about creating a better world, and this is what William did when he was just 13 years old in Malawi. William, thank you so much. It's a great pleasure having you here, and have a good night in Malawi.
Thank you. Have a wonderful afternoon. Thank you. It's great to participate.
So, moving to the next part of our program,